Today we'll be seeing about electoral malpractices. Mainly, I took this topic because we all would be voting in maybe next election. Yeah, we all would be voting. So I wanted to just help all of you know about the things that happen for votes, what they do, what should we do if we find out things that happen. So let's start. Uh, I know most of you know what is electoral malpractice, but let me just give a definition, like small brief definition about this. Electoral malpractice is voter fraud or vote rigging involving illegal interference with the process of election, either by increasing the vote share of a favored candidate or by decreasing the votes of a rival candidate, or both can take place at the same time. Then why does this happen? The main priority is to get votes from people who are still in a point where they don't know whom to vote for, or why to vote for these people, why to vote for the second party, or why to vote for the first party. Like they are still in a dilemma. So to get the votes from them, the most politicians do this. Um, and sometimes they also do it to persuade people from voting one voting for one party, and to get all the votes for themselves. And the main methods they use is money, caste, religion, and race. And some let's see, some of them even take the advantage of the rules which are put over the election time. So let's now see some of the methods which they use. First one is artificial migration or party membership. In this case, what they do is they control the composition of the voters in a particular electorate. That is, if they know they are gonna win for sure in a particular area, they bring half or most of the people from that area to the area which they think they would lose, and make them stay there. So this was happening at the early stages. So what the government did was they put a rule that they should minimum be there for 6 months or a year. So what the second strategy was, the people who are in ruling party, what they would do is they would build public housings in the areas where they need to win, and move the people into the public housing, so that and get their trust, saying that they would vote for the party who is ruling already. The second one is also disenfranchisement, which is also similar to the first one. In this also they control the people who vote for them. But what here they do is they don't allow the people who vote for the opposition party. So the not opposition party, I mean the party opposing the people who they want. So what they do is they put general barriers against voting, like vote registration, poll taxes, literacy, comprehension test, and they basically tell people they are not eligible for voting. Then the third one is division of support. In this, ruling parties can manipulate political control under a democratic system without actually manipulating votes or coercing the election. Under the right conditions, what happens is the both the ruling party and the opposition party come into a mutual understanding, and what they do is they make it a single party rule, so that there would be no opposition to um, in order to prevent them from doing what they want. The third one is voter intimidation. In this, they basically like threat the voter or votee to vote for them. The basic things they do is, first one is violence. They beat, and this is not generally seen all over the world, because if someone is found has uh, found the records of this, the party which is doing this would be in serious trouble. So they don't usually do this. This is extreme case scenario. This one is more often seen in most of the places. Attack on polling places. We get a live voting count. So if they find out that one party is winning, the party members attack the polling places so that the others would be scared to vote there, causing them to win, but they also bought the rule of they also bought security and other provisions in order to prevent this. So this is also most likely not possible in the current generation, but these are seen in less developing countries. The third one is legal threats. In this case, the voters are put under alleged opinions and alleged cases in which they are not even part of, but they are forced into threats and not allowed to vote. The fifth one is the most common thing which is happening in now, vote buying. So they just give money and buy the votes, so that, and in exchange, in also they may give money, or they also can give piece of land, or any amenities which they need, necessary goods or services. So this one is the most common thing which is seen all over the world. And my perspectives and ideas and on this topic is, first of all, if you ask anybody, electoral malpractice is strictly prohibited action, and you should not do this. If you find anyone doing it, you must not take part in that. Why they do this? Just to get themselves to power, to bring someone out of power. If I would simply say that these people are incompetent or not likely to improve the state or country in any way, even though you may see some changes or development. This is basically because they want to develop they want to develop it for themselves, not for the people. And now that election is coming close, you may see in many places the roads are being filled and the roads are expanding. They may be doing some bridge project, they will be starting now. This basically to show that they are doing something, but they are not doing it. They are just doing it to show that they are doing this and we need your votes, like that. Then my ideology of getting votes is, if somebody comes to power, like someone wants votes, if they come to power and next time the election comes, they should be able to automatically win the election without even doing the campaign. And people should consider what, like people should be uh, they should make the people strong enough to believe in them with the rule of 5 years what they have done. So I think what the government should bring is, the ruling party should not I'm not telling 100 should not do 100% campaign, they do not do that. But what I'm telling is, the people should vote on what they have done in the previous thing, and not on the agenda what is coming up. So we can take small amount of consideration on the agenda, but seeing what they have done in the previous years would be more fruitful than seeing the agenda. And the conclusion is, electoral malpractice should not be followed. And if anybody finds anybody, like other party, any party member doing it, should be immediately taken into account, and the party should be not allowed to participate in the election. And this should be taken, this should take place without any partialities between people, between people of high class, low class, this party, that party, everything. And the vote has to be of genuine thing, and should not be bought or should not be sold. If it happens, the mistake is both on the party as well as on the people. So we should take responsibility for this kind of thing. And this is my reference. And thank you for your time.